In spring, we decided to build a raised chicken coop using as many reclaimed materials as possible and for as cheap as possible. We've been putting our design to the test over the last 6 months, and both us and our chickens are very happy with the design. The whole build cost us less than £300. We started by building the base frame for the floor out of recycled hardwood pallets that Dan picks up for free. The frame is approximately 2.1 by 1.2 metres. Next, Dan marked the 4 corners of the frame with tent pegs and dug out the topsoil to lay small foundations for the legs to sit on, using broken bricks followed by cement to level it. With 4 recycled paving slabs on top. Next, we cut 4 legs out of recycled treated hardwood with a notch cut out of the top for the frame to sit on. These legs are approximately 67 centimetres long altogether. So that is how high our chicken coop is going to sit off the ground. "45-degree braces were attached to shore up the structure, and again these were made from the hardwood pallets that Dan gets for free. Then we attached a sheet of OSB to the top to create the floor. And then sealed all of the edges of the OSB to make sure that it stayed watertight. Now, with a good solid base to work on, Dan framed out the side walls, using the hard pallet wood again for the actual frames, with OSB to create the walls. OSB was actually our biggest expense for this project. We used 5 sheets altogether. Along one of the side walls, Dan framed the entrances for where the laying boxes will be. We made these 13 inches wide, which we found to be the recommended size to cover most breeds of hens. Next, we added a sloping frame to create the angle for the roof. And then the beams for the roof to sit on. Again, these are made from our free hard pallet wood, which is such an amazing resource. We built in a good overhang for the roof to give the house better weather protection. And then we closed in the front and the sides of the house under the roof slope with OSB, where we also added vents to the front and the back of the house to create good airflow, which is really important for the health of your chickens. We had quite a few useful roofing materials laying around from previous projects, so we put them to use here, including 2 sheets of old fiberglass that we used for the roof. Next, Dan attached the breathable waterproof membrane, which will help protect the sheet of OSB below from any water droplets that can form from condensation on the roof. Then the battens went on, which the fiberglass will be attached to, and even the battens we're using here were reclaimed from a neighbour who was re-roofing their house, and also a vent strip which we had left over, and this will help make sure that the roof has really good airflow. Dan is honestly the king of gathering salvage materials, and it pays off massively with projects like this. And this silver tape really helps to protect the wood from any condensation that could build up on it or in any gaps. The door was made with a simple hardwood frame and OSB board, so that the whole front of the house could open up to allow easy access for cleaning. We did buy 2 nice big hinges for the door and 2 bolts to keep it safely locked. And next it was time to build our roll away laying boxes. Here's Dan's rough sketch of how we built the boxes. We built them to have a 12-degree drop so that the eggs would naturally roll away down the hill. Five laying boxes is way more than we need right now for our 7 hens. But as we had the materials, we thought we'd make use of the space, as our flock will likely grow in the future. We reused some old pond liner and an offcut of metal to make the lids of the laying boxes waterproof. And it's worked really well. We were super lucky to have our original build videos sponsored by ChickenGuard, which meant we were able to get one of their amazing automatic doors for free. It was really easy to install and it has worked flawlessly for us ever since. This model, the All-in-One Pro, came complete with a solar panel to keep the batteries charged up. And if you are looking to make your chicken management easier, I would highly recommend one of these doors. We'll drop all the details into the description of this video and into the comments if you'd like to find out more details. Dan was really looking forward to the last two pieces of this build, and that was building a ramp for the chickens to get up into the house. And also the perches, both of which we built from materials that we foraged from around our land. We remembered that we had a piece of perspex in stock, so we decided to add a window to our chicken coop as well, because it was actually really dark in there, especially when the automatic door was closed, and it's really important, we felt, for the chickens to be able to move with the daylight. Now we just had two finishing touches to complete our dream chicken house, and the first was to paint it with a really good weatherproof paint, and that was actually one of our biggest expenses. The paint cost us £50, but we think it was well worth it to give it a really nice seal and finish. And finally, we connected up its own water catchment system. We've got 7 chickens currently, but this coop could easily house at least 10 to 12, probably more if you added another roost. And just one of the main benefits of having a raised chicken house is that it gives your chooks a lovely area to shelter from either the sun or the rain. Because we were able to use up a lot of leftover foraged or free materials, this amazing chicken coop cost us just under £300 to build. And if you would like to see a more detailed tutorial of this build, then check out our build playlist videos 1 to 4. You can find the link on the end screens and also in the video description and in a pinned comment. And let us know if you have any questions or thoughts in the comments below. We love chatting with you there.